bag open. Yeah, they tied this bag hella tight. Y'all, they tied this bag hella tight. Like, I'm gonna have to just tear the bag. I'm going to have to just tear the bag. So, before I get started, let me show y'all what I'm eating. I am eating halal, guys. Y'all know I love this place. With the beef, it's lettuce, tomato, and rice, and pita bread. Yeah, that's what I'm eating. So I'm about to take it and mix it up and then scoop it into a bowl. Y'all, let me tell y'all, today, baby, these some small pita breads. What they, like, what is this? What I'm supposed to do with this? Oh, they did give me 4 because they small. Okay. Like, these mini pita breads. These things mini. Mini, mini. But yeah, y'all be having a stir. Because all the rice be at the bottom. So I be having to stir it together. Mix the lettuce and the tomato. All of that. I don't think I'm gonna pour it in a bowl. I'm gonna pour sauce on what I'm gonna eat. Hey y'all, what's up? What's going on? Happy Tuesday. Y'all, today must be piss Kiana off today because everybody that I've been coming in contact with have been rubbing me the wrong way, and I'm really trying to figure out what's the problem for real. Like, what's really tea? What's really the problem? Y'all, hold on. Let me pray. Amen. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Hey, Jazzy Jazz. Hey, Lazola. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out why everybody got attitudes today. Like, and why y'all got an attitude towards me? Like, cause when I catch an attitude back, y'all ain't gonna want that. My attitudes be dangerous. My attitudes be stank. For real. I don't like when I don't have an attitude and people got an attitude towards me. I don't like that. I do not like that. Oh, they got new packages? What? Jazzy, I see you got some new stuff over there, girl. You ready to cook me a meal or no? I saw it pop up, but I haven't watched the video yet. I said, oh shoot, look at her. She ready. She ready to cook me on up a good meal. And you know, new pots. New pots cook real good. Till you start burning them at the bottom. You said who did it? Girl, everybody. Everybody. But they just don't know. I'm not the one to catch no attitude with. I'm not the one. Okay. Oh, let me show y'all me eating, cause Miss Riz said when I be eating, I don't be wanting y'all to see me eat. So let y'all see me eat. Miss Riz so funny, y'all. She said when she start eating, she gonna do what Key do and lean to the side. Y'all, these little bowls be so good, and I can really make this at home. It just tastes so much better when they do it. Y'all, I be having y'all to the side. You eating an omelet? No, you said whatever it is, it look delicious. Thank you, Dion. Um, Lazola, did you hit the like button? You ain't never answered my question. But yeah, y'all, I ain't want nothing for real. I just came to tell y'all how everybody pissing me off today. And I don't like that because I just got some dick last night, so I'm supposed to be in a good mood, and I am in a good mood. Oh, I don't even think I was supposed to say that word like that on here. Oops. My bad. I was probably supposed to say peen or penis, not the actual word. Child. I'm grown, YouTube. Now, if you ain't grown, YouTube, just say that. Y'all, I don't like the way these Canada Dries have me in a chokehold, okay? I do not like the way these Canada Dries have me in a chokehold. What is everybody eating today? You said I had some what? I had some dick. Dion, you made me say the word again. I'm supposed to say penis. Dion that made me say the word again. Not you overdue. Fried chicken and egg rolls? Oh, Dion, I want some. Tell April to save me a plate. April, if you can hear me, save me a plate. April, please save me a plate of fried chicken and some egg rolls. You say you love me? Oh, he on his way to work. Shoot, you should have did you a impromptu quickie. Them quickies be them. I don't know. I'm for and against quickies, cause for one, they be good, but then two, they be too fast. And I don't like rushing. She said, baby, take your time. What's the rush? Ooh. I say, baby, I'm a dog. I'm a mutt. Ooh. Yeah, every time somebody say the word rush or take your time, I start singing that song. Not you want a full body. Y'all crazy. Dion, what kind of egg rolls you making? Man, tell April don't be like that. Tell April that was some expensive pizza. Tell her I told her I was gonna give her a bite. Miss Riz. Oh, Miss Riz in here now, y'all. So I gotta get back in front of the camera so y'all can see me eating. Because Miss Riz said I'll be leaning. She said I'll be leaning to the side. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me and see me? All right, here y'all go. I'm asking y'all again. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Oh, y'all can hear me and see me? Okay. Y'all know my stuff be tripping. But y'all, my cousin just put it in the group chat. She put this meme in there that said, have y'all ever had head so good you gotta look down and be like, God damn, who the fuck taught you that? Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm finna have these folks take me out the family group chat, cause what? That's wild. Like, why you thought it was okay to put that in the family group chat? Oh my gosh. That's wild. Not you be asking him who taught you how to have. That's too funny. Y'all, my cousins, they be on one. They be on one. And then one of my cousins gonna say, hell yeah, just got some head like that last night. Like, wait, what? Are we telling confessionals? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This family group chat I thought was supposed to be for family events. Child. It then turned into, I don't know what. Right, the confession, right. The confessional messages. Like, what? Like, I'm glad the group chat is just, it's like mainly the cousins. We got two different group chats. We got one with everybody, like my mama and her siblings. And then we got one with just the cousins. That one with just the cousins be off the chain. Miss Riz, how you over there doing? How you doing? What you doing? You quiet today. You all right over there? Mm-hmm. Oh, you in and out. Oh, if you're not feeling good, I hope you feel better. Oh, you watching Paternity Court? Do you see my baby daddy on there? Tell him to pay his child support. If you see my baby daddy on Paternity Court, tell him he needs to pay his child support. You washed and folded clothes, Jazzy? Yeah, I washed. I folded mine while I was at the washateria, and now I just gotta put them up. Now I just gotta put them up. TNT, you said, what's my baby daddy name? His name Kobe. I'm gonna just throw out a name that y'all already know. His name Kobe. And I better not say that too loud. Never said who? That's his name, Miss Riz. Kobe. Not Jazzy telling Miss Riz her new nephew. So either baby, he must have wore himself out yesterday. He must have wore himself out yesterday, cause normally when he at work, I can't get off the line with him. Off the line. Say what now, Jersey? So what now? What is issues? What is issue typing? If I tell y'all the real story and what really happened, y'all might not like Jacoby. Y'all really might not like him. Cause it never fails. People like him until I tell them what happened. And then, but we have to forgive people. Ms. Rick says she got time today. We have to forgive people because God forgives us daily. Y'all, what the fuck is Bob over there doing? Well, who is my baby daddy, TNT? I mean, it ain't. I mean, if y'all want to know, I'll tell the story. Well, okay, so me and Jacoby are actually not together. Okay, Jacoby is actually an ex. Okay. When I met Jacoby, I actually had just had a miscarriage. And I was going through that and the emotions. I was going through that and I was going through the motions or whatever. And I had created a POF account. And when I created this POF account, I was just on there. And so then, you know how, like, well, I don't know if y'all ever been on POF, but anyway, it recommends people to you or whatever. So Jacoby actually had slid in my inbox and he was like, yes, POF. Plenty of fish. So then during that time, I was living in a hotel and he was like, he had hit me up. We was talking like through the app or whatever. Then he asked me for my number. So I gave him my number. Um, and then he was basically trying to come see me that same day. But I wasn't really like in the right headspace for like people. Like I just told y'all what I was going through. So I wasn't like in a people like headspace. So so he ended up coming down here. I told y'all Jacoby don't live in Houston. He stay in Texas, but he don't live in Houston. So he ended up coming down here. So when he came down here, like I told y'all, like mentally, the girl was so far gone. Mentally, I was like, y'all, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot going on. It was this, it was that, it was this, it was that. It was a lot going on. So when he came down here, off the rip, he peeped like the energy, he peeped like something wasn't right. So literally, our first visit, we just kind of sat in a room and we didn't really say nothing. Like I ain't really have nothing to say. So he picked up on the vibe, and he, you know how some people, you could be in a room with some people and they don't pick up on the vibe and they still be trying to like make small talk knowing that you don't want to talk. So so he picked up on the vibe, and he really just sat there and literally like held me the entire, like he didn't say nothing. He didn't say what's wrong. He didn't say none of that. Like he just held me like the entire time. And he ended up not going home. He ended up spending the night. Um, and then he had to leave the next day because he had to go to work. So I didn't know that he was gonna come back the next day. Um, Miss Rist, I almost said something. Um, so literally, he came back that whole week. He, you know, would like call for me to sit on the phone with him while he was at work. Whenever he got off of work, he would drive. He drove down to Houston for like 2 weeks straight, um, just to, you know, like be with me every day after work. It was like he was driving down here. He would get up in the morning, drive back out there, go to work, be in the sun, drive back out here. So yeah. So then that went on, and then I can't remember verbatim, but we started dating. We started dating. I don't know how long it was after that. It was like a good, probably I want to say about a good month or so. But yeah, we started dating, and then um he ended up, no, I was still living with my mama. Y'all, my mama and Jacoby was at odds. Like, my mama was really a hater. She really didn't like Jacoby because me and Jacoby was always on the phone. And Jacoby is, um, what's a good word? Um, I had to come back to it. But yeah, then so yeah, I was living with my mama. I went back to my mama house, and then I ended up leaving because Jacoby ended up moving to Houston, and then we ended up moving in. We ended up moving in together. Um, and we stayed together for, oh child, I don't remember how long. But he ended up moving back to where he at now because his grandpa ended up getting sick, and you know, like he just wanted to be there with his grandpa. And then right after his grandpa got sick, his uncle ended up getting sick, and then both of them ended up passing away like back to back. um but yeah, we dated for 2 years. We dated for 2 years. um Now, what actually happened was, well, during the time that we was dating, y'all, let me tell y'all, during the time when we was dating, what happened was he had told me about this girl named Lala. I can say the nickname. I ain't saying the good girl government name. But he had told me about this girl named Lala and how she was a friend or whatever. And y'all know how when somebody tell you something and it don't feel right. So I was just like, oh, okay. Like the first time he told me it was cool. But then when he mentioned her again, and then he mentioned her again, I'm like, okay, who the fuck is this friend? Who is this girl? Who is she? So one day I was talking to one of my exes, and I was just telling him, no, I had showed him a picture of Jacoby. That's what it was. I showed him a picture of Jacoby. And he said, oh, I know that nigga. He be at my girl Lala shop. He be up there, dot, 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 just start telling me everything. So I'm like, huh? Now, he had already told me, like, I knew about the girl. Because one day I called him. He was supposed to be on his way to Houston, but he ended up going to go get the girl from jail. The girl had went to jail. So he called me to tell me that he was still coming, but he had to go get the girl from jail. So, like, I knew about the girl. Like, I mean, I knew what Jacoby told me about the girl. So, anyway, the girl ended up, my ex actually ended up going back telling the girl, like, yeah, my ex Key, she talked to Jacoby and da 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 da. So he gave the girl my number. So the girl called my phone and was like, oh, are you and Jacoby fucking? So I was like, off top, I'm like, who is this? Because he didn't tell me that he gave the girl my number. He just gave the girl my number. So I'm like, who is this? Are you and Jacoby fucking? Because what? Let me know. What's really tea? Anyway, so me and Jacoby end up getting into it about that because that was a whole ordeal. The girl end up, because when I talked to the girl, I basically had told her, I was just like, yeah, I know you, like I've heard of you, like I know you went to jail, you know, just telling the girl basic information, right? So the girl gets mad. She called Jacoby. She going off on Jacoby. She do this, doing that. So Jacoby called me, going off on me. Why the fuck you tell her all that? Why the fuck you tell her? I'm like, tell her what, Jacoby? I just told the girl basic information, what you told me. But now looking at it from a female perspective, I can see how she was kind of mad because she didn't know me. Jacoby claimed he told the girl that he was dating me. The girl said she didn't know nothing about me. Jacoby claimed that her ass stay drunk and high all the time. So that's why she don't remember, because the girl stay drunk and high all the time. So whatever. We end up, I stopped talking to him because I told him, I'm like, Jacoby, look, let me let you know one thing, and one thing for sure. All right. While you out here playing Texas Hold'em, let me let you know, Key play with a lot of things. But if I test positive for anything, I told him, I don't think I can say this part on here. I don't think I can say that part on here, but just I can't say that on here. But yeah, because if you are messing around with this girl and then you come into Houston, like, no, we don't get down like that. So anyway, we carry on with the story. Yeah, we carry on with the story. So then he come back to me. He tell me how he done with the girl. He not talking to the girl no more. How he really wanted his relationship. He was done messing around with the girl. So then I wasn't so quick to just get back with him, but we did end up getting back together. Then the girl, some kind of way, resurfaced around again. So at this point, I'm just like, yeah, okay. Okay. So they end up getting into it again, Jacoby and the girl. They end up getting into it again. The Jacoby is pissed this time because the girl blocked him. The girl did this, did that. So then when the girl started doing that, then Jacoby wants to come to me and tell me how he been giving the girl money for her shop, to fix on stuff in her shop and this and this and that. Like, that's when all of the truth came out. So then he was just like, yeah, and I bought that bitch battery and I ought to go take my battery off her motherfucking car and da 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 da. It was just a lot. So one day, I got a call saying that Jacoby had passed away. That the girl had set him up and that, basically somebody had pow-powed him. So I'm panicking. Cause I'm like, what the heck? Like, I told Jacoby to just leave that situation alone. Cause even when he was talking about going to go get the battery off the girl car, I'm like, Jacoby, you just gonna have to take your L's with that. Like, you the one gave her the money, you gave her this, you gave her that. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. So I get another call from one of his other people telling me the same thing about how Jacoby had passed away. Now, I, at the time, was Jacoby beneficiary. He had put me as beneficiary on his life insurance policy. So I'm panicking because I'm like, what? Like, what the hell? Like, I ain't never had to do no funeral for nobody, no nothing. So I called my auntie and I told her what happened. And then I think she called my mama. And so my mama was like, yeah, it was like a couple days after I found out. I went to my mama house, and so my mama was like, I don't think he did. And I'm thinking it's just because her and Jacoby was always at odds. Like, I was thinking it was just because they was always at odds. Like, they were like, them two, they just, I don't know, didn't they just didn't mesh at all. So my mama was like, well, I tell you what, you call every funeral home in the city where he lived and see who got his body. And so I called every funeral home to see who had his body. Like, I ended up going off on my mama at first. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I went off on my mama in a real ugly way. When I say I went off, like, I went off. Because I really thought she was just being insensitive. Because, like I said, they never really got along for real. So I went off on her because I thought she was just being insensitive. And so, hey, Sunshine, I see you. So, I thought she was just being insensitive. So then I end up calling Suspect. Do y'all remember Suspect? Suspect is another ex of mine. But yeah, if y'all been here for a while, then y'all remember Suspect. So I called Suspect and I was like, hey, my mama saying she don't think Jacoby did. And so he was like, well, what you think, Key? I was like, hell, I don't know. At this point, I don't know what to believe. So Suspect was like, well, what you want to do? Um, Suspect was like, well, what you want to do? I was like, I don't know. So I asked Suspect, I said, well, what you doing Thursday at this and this time? Now, mind y'all, me and Jacoby dated for 2 years. So I knew his mail route. I know his mail route now, even though it has changed and we're not dating. I know his mail route from start to finish. Like, at each individual time, I can tell you where he's supposed to be. Like, if he's supposed to be in the office building, if he's supposed to be at apartments, I can tell you exactly where he's supposed to be at what time. Now, sometimes he get pushed back because, like I told y'all, the people on his mail route love him. But for the most part, he's supposed to be on schedule. So me and Suspect, we took a trip to where Jacoby from. Like I said, he from Texas. He just not from Houston. Y'all, it was an exact time. Suspect said, okay, well, where is he on his mail route? I told him. We pulled up. I don't know, because nobody's saying nothing. Can y'all hear me? So yeah, that's basically what happened. And can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So that's basically what happened. Um, and after that, I didn't talk to Jacoby for a long time. Like I couldn't even. I didn't want to hear his name. I didn't want to see his face. I didn't want to do nothing, cause um that really played on my mental. Like I was literally depressed for 2 years behind that. Like I remember the first year after it happened, I didn't even leave my mama house. I did not leave my mama house at all. I spent 365 days in the house. So, it wasn't until like just recently, um, like the end of 2023, when I started talking back to Jacoby. And y'all, it wasn't, forgiving Jacoby was not easy. It was not, cause like y'all, I done been through a lot of things. I done been through a lot. Like, child, I got stories. I got stories for years that I can tell y'all, stories on top of stories. But I just had never been through nothing like this. Like, ain't nobody ever faked their death to be with somebody else on me. Like, ain't nobody ever took it that low. Like, that was real low. Real low. That was real low. Nobody has ever done anything like that to me. So, of course, I did not just forgive Jacoby off top. Like, it honestly took a lot of prayer, because it took a lot. It took a lot. That's very wild. That's very wild. That's very wild. And y'all, I remember when we did first meet back up, like when I agreed to finally meet back up with him after all of this had happened. um we ended up meeting at a hotel. And y'all, I was on one side of the hotel and he was on the other side of the hotel. And when that man walked through the door, y'all, I lost it. I just like, ugh, I don't like talking about that part, because I don't really like telling the story, period. But it was just so, the room was still, it was just, I don't know. I just couldn't do, in my mind, I couldn't understand how somebody who was just there for me during a very, 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 very dark time. Like Jacoby, I told y'all how when I met him, I was in a very, very dark space. I could not understand how somebody who had just pulled me out of that and helped me pull through that would turn around and do something like this to me. So, yeah, just know the process was not easy. The process of forgiving him was not easy. It was not easy at all. Um, and I remember, um, when my daddy died, um, Jacoby actually came to the funeral. I didn't know he was there. Like I didn't even know he knew because at the time we had just started back talking. I told y'all we had just started back talking late 2023. My daddy died early 2024. Well, Suspect, because him and Suspect know each other. Yes, my exes know each other. I introduced Suspect to Jacoby and I introduced Jacoby to Suspect. Don't ask, y'all. Don't ask. But yeah, he actually called Jacoby and told Jacoby like, "Hey, Key just lost her daddy." So even to see him at the funeral, I was just very shocked. But yeah, I feel like he got it now. I ain't gonna say too much on here, but we actually just had a conversation about something last week, and yeah. So yeah, me and Jacoby are not dating. I just be entertaining Jacoby. Okay, that's it. That's all. Just be entertaining him. But however, one thing I can say is Jacoby have always been there. You know, like I mean, even and still now, like anytime I need something, like whether it be financially, whether it be, you know, for him to come fix something in my house, something, yeah. Yeah, he's still alive. He faked his death, Dion. He faked his death so he could be with the other girl. Because see, okay, I can see how that can be kind of confusing. So Jacoby know I don't drive. He know I don't drive, and we don't live in the same city. He stays like 40 when I was okay, so from my house where I live right now, he stayed 40 minutes away. But when I was staying with my mama, from his house to my mama house is like an hour and something drive. So he didn't think that I was gonna ever come to where he lived because he know I don't drive. So I guess he thought he was gonna be able to pull it over and just be like, oh, okay, I'ma just plan this like this. Or I don't know, it could have been somebody put it in his ear. I don't know. I don't know that part. But yeah, no, he arranged, I do know he arranged for the phone calls to be made because them people didn't have my number. The people that called me, they didn't have my number. Yeah. So, and I know a lot of people be like, Key, you crazy, because that nigga wouldn't be able to say two words to me ever again in life. And y'all, like I said, it was not an easy process. I was not just like so forgiving. I was not just so forgiving. Like Jacoby had to really it really was me. I really had to pray. I really had to pray. Cause honestly, I didn't think I was gonna ever see Jacoby again. I didn't think I was gonna say two words to him ever again. Because like you really played on my top. Like you really played on my top. And y'all, I really felt bad because Jacoby was like one out of all the exes that I've had, which it ain't been that many. Let me not say that like that, cause your girl don't be out there like that. I don't. And it was a very hard pill to swallow. But Jacoby was one of the exes that I like fell in love with for real, for real. So I was just crushed, like lost, confused, just so that's why now I don't know. He got this mindset. And I just told him, like, baby, it's gonna take for God to tell me that you is who for me. Because like even though you forgive somebody, you don't forget what they do to you. You don't forget how it make you feel. You don't forget that stuff, you know? So, yeah. That's the story of Key and Jacoby. That's the story. I mean, and Jacoby not a bad person. Like, I don't know. It was just, I'm going to tell y'all what he told me. Because I asked him, I was like, why would you do that to me? Like, after it was all said and done and we had finally started back talking, I had asked him, I said, why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me? You knew how I loved you. You knew how this, you knew how that. Like, why would you do that? And he told me it was just really him being selfish. Like, he was like, he liked the fact that that girl would go on like trail rides and this and that. But then he knew he could come to Key and Key was gonna nurture him and Key was gonna love on him and Key was gonna like, it was a personality. Like, I was more like, you know how like some men when they come home from work they like to be hugged on, they like to be rubbed on. Like, she wasn't doing that for him. But then I wasn't going to trail rides and stuff. So it was like a situation where like he wanted his cake and eat it too. Baby, I had stopped completely having sex with Jacoby because I told him, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You gonna fuck around and be in one of them bags. If I ever find out I got anything, you gonna be in a bag. And I'ma have your ass sent to LaPorte, Texas. Okay? I'ma have your ass sent right where the fuck you came from. Child. And after the girl blocked him the last time, y'all, he don't even, I ain't gonna say, from what he told me, the girl is none and void. Like, he ain't talked to the girl in years. He ain't talked to a girl in years. So I'm like, okay, whatever. But I mean, now I feel like we at a good level-headed friendship space. You know, he believed that we're gonna get back together. Do I believe that? No. And I've told him that plenty of times. I don't think, I mean, I say no, but you never know how God works, you know? I say no because of what he did to me. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I gave him another chance. not to date me. Like, no, we ain't dating. We just cool. We ain't, To open up that chapter, it would have to be God. It would have to be God telling me, like, hey, this is who I have for you. You know, like, I'm not reopening up the dating chapter. But I entertain Jacoby all day long. Basically, it's kind of like me, Slick, getting my lick back, but I'm just not going that deep. What if he give me a ring? That don't mean nothing. Baby, if God ain't ordained a ring, then that ring is going back in the box. And that's that on that. Going back in the box. Baby, just because you come to me with a ring don't mean I gotta say yes. That is not what that means. So yeah. That's our little toxic love story. Very toxic. And I even told him that this is where I hit him with, this is what I hit him with the other day. And y'all, I thought he was gonna break down and start crying in my apartment. I really did. I really thought he was gonna break down and start crying. I looked at him dead in his face and I said, before your grandma died, she told you that I was your wife. And she told you, make sure you marry that girl. And y'all, all of a sudden, my apartment like stood still. Like, he didn't move. He didn't have nothing to say. He didn't. I was like, oh shit, Key, did you hit a nerve? Like, what happened? What happened? Like, he just stood there, just still. Lifetime Saturday movie. Um, you felt what statement? Yeah, because he did. His grandma, matter of fact, that was one of the last words she said before she took her breath, her last breath. She looked Jacoby dead in his face and said, make sure you marry that girl. That's your wife. Make sure you marry her. And he promised his grandma that he was going to always have my back. Like, he was going to always, Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And Jacoby knew too. Jacoby knew too. Baby, you don't get to have your cake and eat it too. This girl stay high and she stay drunk, but then you want to come and lay on Key and tell Key about your day while Key play through your hair, but Lala ain't doing that. Not only that, y'all, Jacoby was spoiled, rotten. Now, I ain't gonna lie, the girl did go a little big for his birthday just last week because this year for my birthday, he showed out in a major way. He showed out in a major way. I ain't go as crazy as him, but I did, yeah. I actually go to trail rides. I actually go to trail rides. I just um I can't remember what was the reason. I don't feel like Jacoby ever asked me to go to a trail ride because I definitely go to trail rides. So I don't know. It could have just been where that girl. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Right. So yeah, and then wait a minute, y'all. Let me tell y'all. Suspect Suspect is so funny, right? Suspect said Jacoby got a thing for them. Okay, so y'all know I have one eye. I have one eye and my other eye is a prosthetic eye. Well, the girl Lala, she had one leg. She had one leg and she had a prosthetic leg. So Suspect is so stupid. He's talking about, let me find out Jacoby got a thing for them girls with the missing body parts. Y'all, I screamed so loud because Suspect is stupid. Like, what? Like, why would he say that? I'm like, I almost said his wait, his name Leo. I was like, Leo, why would you say that? He's talking about, let me find out Jacoby got a thing for them girls with missing body parts. Oh my gosh, y'all. Leo is stupid. Oh my gosh. Y'all. You said how Suspect doing? I guess he doing all right. Let me see. Let me see if he gonna answer the phone for y'all. What time is it? 3:02. It depends on if he on the road. Child, he be wanting me to talk to him at night, stay up and talk to him at night while he driving. He didn't answer. I don't know if he sleep. I don't know his he changed schedules so much. Oh, we talk on a weekly basis. I still talk to Suspect. I still talk to Suspect. Like every week. Sometimes twice a week. Sometimes 3 times a week. We still talk. Child. A hot mess. A hot mess. But yeah. Yeah, he knew. He definitely knew. Now, see, this girl, like, I remember one time, so y'all, Jacoby loved to hunt. He loved hunting. Like, he don't really take off for work until it's hunting season. He will say, screw the post office every year. He take off like the whole month of November. and he go hunting. And I remember one time he took me with him. Y'all, we had climbed up and like this little tree thing. It was like a ladder, some kind of like, y'all, I was scared. I'm like, Jacoby, what is this you got me? He talking about, man, come on. So I get up there and y'all, we up high, like we sitting up high. And I forgot what the thing is called, but it's like a little, it's like it's like a, what is it called? Hold on, y'all. Oh, the deer stand. A hunting stand. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna call you right back. All right. Um, but yeah, we had got in the hunting stand, the deer stand, whatever. And y'all, we up high. And so, you know, like Jacoby is used to this. He used to being up high in the deer stand. So, y'all, Jacoby had pow that deer, and I jumped. I'm scared. And he like, what you jumping for? I'm like, I don't know. I'm scared. Then y'all, I had to pee. Y'all, this man gonna pull out a bucket. I'm like, Jacoby, what I'm supposed to? He was like, you wanna go all the way back down there and go pee? I'm like, oh my God, this man got me up here finna pee in a bucket, got a white baby. But see, I know she used to go hunting with him. And she, like, I don't know, she just give off that vibe that she was like, you know, into stuff like that or whatever. But but yeah, no, I wouldn't. He knew who he could come to for what. He knew he could come lay on key, and I was gonna talk about his day. We was gonna talk about his day. I was gonna take his hair down, wash it, play in his hair. He knew he knew what a good sloppy oppie was. He knew. He knew where it was. Okay. He knew all of that. But yeah. So when y'all see Jacoby, just know that everything wasn't always peaches and cream. It took a lot out of me. It took a lot. It took a lot. And now old girl ain't nowhere to be found. Now she don't even want. That be so stupid though. Dudes really be messing up a good thing for a rabbit. Like, nigga, you really left me for this dusty ass rabbit? For real, you really fucked all of this up for a dusty ass rabbit. Well, you and her go do the goddamn bunny hop. It just be making me mad. Like, ugh. Know what you got. You know what you got. And let me tell y'all, I had Jacoby so spoiled. Y'all, let me tell y'all, this man was rotten. I remember being on the phone with him, and I remember one of his coworkers said, "Nigga, what kind of dick are you giving that girl? Every day you come to work, you got packages for you." Y'all, Nike. If I wasn't ordering nothing from Nike, I was ordering hunting gear, cameras, hunting cameras. Baby, Jacoby had it all. He had it all. A lot of stuff he wouldn't even ask me for. I would just see him looking at it, like, cause a lot of times, like I said, we were so laid up, just close together. I would see what he looking at. I would see what he looking at on his phone. And most times, you know how when you constantly, frequently look at something, that means you want it. So I would just go and order it for him. And I remember his one coworker was like, "Nigga, what kind of dick you giving that girl? Every time you got a new pack, you got another package." Crazy. But yeah. That's it. That's the story of me and my toxic Virgo. Me and my toxic ass Virgo. And Suspect ain't no better. Suspect played on my top too. I gotta tell y'all, I have to tell y'all the story of Suspect and what he did. Suspect is a Gemini and Jacoby is a Virgo. They know what home is? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Most definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna save the rest of this for later. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Y'all, and if Jacoby ever watched this video, he gonna be like, "Why you telling people my story? Why you telling people on YouTube? What you mean, nigga? Tell them your story. It's my story too. The fuck? I'm telling my story, y'all. But let me tell y'all, honestly, really and truly, I don't feel like none of my exes are really just bad people. They just, I don't know, because Jacoby can be sweet as pie. Like, Jacoby can really, except for when that Virgo start Virgoing, oh my gosh, y'all. This is when we was dating. One day I was playing with Jacoby, but I forgot that he had a really bad toothache, right? So I was playing with him, but I had reached over and I hit him. And I didn't really realize how hard I hit him. And I forgot that he had a tooth that was hurting. Y'all, let me tell y'all what this crazy ass nigga did. This nigga reached over. He's driving. He reached over on my side of the door, opened the door while he's driving. And it scared the shit out of me because I thought he was finna push me out the car. He really was finna push me out the car. Because I hit him. I was playing with him, but I didn't realize how hard I had hit him. This nigga was finna push me out the car, the moving car. When I tell you, oh baby, he would have been in the bag. I can guarantee you that. He'd have done that. Oh, baby, he'd have been in the bag. He'd have been in the bag. He's sweet. It's just when that Virgo start Virgoing, baby. That's why, like, we ain't had no instances lately where we don't see eye to eye. But if it ever gets to a point to where me and Jacoby don't see eye to eye, I'ma just be like, look, dog, you got it. Give me my space, and I'ma give you your space. Cause us together, baby, when we was cool until we wasn't. When the Pisces started Pisces and when that Virgo started Virgoing, baby, it wasn't nothing nice. Cause I'm throwed off and he throwed off. And two throwed off people, shit. I remember when all the stuff went down the first time, when he was mad that I told the girl, when I had told the girl the basic information that he told me, he gonna tell me I should give her your mama address. Baby, I looked Jacoby dead in his eyes. I said, give her my mama address. Tell that bitch to come on. Cause she gonna come one way and her ass gonna be leaving here when we gonna be singing going up a yonder. So go ahead. Give her my mama address. Let her bring her little dusty ass to Houston. Baby, she gonna come to my mama house one way and she gonna leave another way. I'm telling y'all, the relationship, it was good until it became very toxic. It was good until it became toxic. So, that's all I got for y'all. I got plenty more stories. That's just one of many. But yeah. Yep. That's just one of many. So I need to put this food up. And I need to go put this laundry up that's sitting over here. Can y'all see it? I went and did laundry this morning. Y'all can't see it. I went and did laundry. But I got all these clothes I need to put up and towels. And I really just want to get back in the bed. But I need to change my sheets. I need to You said it was a good live? Child. I didn't ever think I was gonna tell y'all that story. Honestly, it's a lot of stories I have that I don't ever think I be like, I don't think I would tell YouTube that. But I mean, hey, I don't feel bad, because at first, like, I actually was gonna tell y'all this story on Jacoby's birthday. I actually was gonna tell y'all this story on his birthday. But then I was just like, I didn't want y'all feeling no type of way about him, because if I can forgive him, then I was just like, because you know how sometimes, like, for me, I'm the type of person that if somebody come tell me a story about something somebody did to them and it messed with anything like they mental or whatever, I look at that person sideways, because it's like, nah, I don't really fuck with you for real, because you did this to my friend and I really ain't I'm really looking at your ass with all three of my eyes. Yeah, I got three eyes to look at your ass. Three. So I don't be liking you know, to tell the bad side of people or what we went through. Cause then sometimes it puts that person into a different perspective in the next person's eyes, you know? I mean, just know Jacoby ain't shit. Okay, but just know he is shit. He is. He is. He always there when I need him. But just know he caused a lot of mental distress to me that wouldn't even necessary. I told him, I'm like, that wasn't even necessary. If you ain't want to be with me, if you really wanted this girl, that's all you had to say. That's really all you had to say. All of that playing on my top, that wasn't even necessary. That was not necessary. But whatever. But see, Jacoby was also the kind of person that didn't like to see me cry. Like, he can't stand to see me cry. So when we finally met back up for the first time and I broke down and dropped down to my knees, y'all, that nigga was standing there looking like he was finna lose it. Like, he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do, what to say. Yeah. Mamas, if you got sons, teach your sons to do the right thing, okay? Don't teach your sons to be no doggish ass nigga out here in these streets, okay? All right. But yeah, y'all. That's all I got for y'all today. I feel like that was enough. That was a mouthful. Something y'all probably wouldn't even expect it. Y'all thinking it's gonna be something major, minor. But yeah. But I'm actually about to call him back because I do need to see something. I do need to see something. So yeah. But yeah, I love y'all. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. LT. LT.
What's happening?
We'll go down.
Work. I can call you when I get off.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. I thought he was gonna have something funny to say for y'all. When he called me back, I might go live. Cause baby, that one right there is a character. That was suspect. But yeah, I'm about to get off of here. Let me go put these clothes up. And call this boy back. I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next one. And I need to put this food up. Oh, y'all, let me tell y'all before I go. With the pasta salad, y'all, I should have, I should have, he's said, how you gonna call me, ask me a question, and then tell me you gonna call me back. But yeah, what was I saying? The pasta salad. Yes, y'all, I should have cut up the crab meat and the lobster and the shrimp. Even though they were already in chunks, I should have cut it down some more. Like, I should have cut them. Because yesterday when I was eating the pasta salad, I was so annoyed because it was like big old cubes of meat. And I was like, oh, this don't have no smooth taste to it. I don't like this. This do not have no smooth taste. So I'm gonna have to go in and chop up the meat. I'm gonna have to cut it down because it's too chunky for me. Like I don't like big meat like that. Okay, let me rephrase that. I love big meat. I don't like that like that. Yeah, don't like that like that. Y'all, these things, I don't know if y'all tried these, but they are so good. They're real good. They real good. All right, y'all, for real. Let me go put this stuff up, put these clothes up. These your favorites? You like the soft kind or the hard kind? Yeah, the soft ones are good, but the hard ones are new. These are new, Miss Riz. I like the chewy ones too. I like the chewy ones. They got them at Walmart. They was like $4 a bag. They was like $4 a bag. Y'all, real quick. And it ain't, you don't get the flavor unless you eat two. I like to eat two at a time. Y'all, I forgot what I was finna say. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Hey, this phone finna go dead. This phone finna go dead.